Everybody ready? Yep. Okay. I mentioned earlier, my name is Jim Macedo. I'm a captain with the Sherriffs County Sheriff's Office. I'm going to be providing you with a brief press briefing today, and I'm going to take about 5 questions, and that's all. The reason I'm only taking about 5 questions is the investigation is still very active, and I need to leave myself so I can go back to the crime scene so I can get brief on some recent events. However, none of them are very, they're not earth-shattering or big news. The Sherriffs County Sheriff's Office continued to search overnight this morning. We are continuing to receive reports and tips from the public. Last night, the Sheriff's Office set up a tip line. I want to provide the public with that number again. That tip line number is area code 209-754-6030. We are continuing to receive assistance from numerous allied law enforcement agencies from the region. Overnight, sheriff's detectives, sheriff's CSI, and members of the California Department of Justice Bureau of Forensic Services executed a search warrant at the home on Richmond Road, the home where the homicide occurred. They collected a substantial amount of evidence during that search. That search continued throughout the night, through this morning, and into the early afternoon. We did collect some fingerprints during that search, and we also collected what we believe to be DNA. Those prints and that DNA will hopefully be processed within the next week. At the same time, detectives were conducting follow-up interviews with witnesses and members of the family. Members of our search and rescue team were also assisting in an area search for evidence. Also, at the same time, search teams comprised of uniformed and plainclothes officers were conducting widespread searches and following up on progress, tips, and leads. At this point, there is no specific suspect. The Sherriffs County Sheriff's Office has been in touch with the local school district. We have notified them about this murder and the circumstances surrounding the reports. The Sherriffs County Sheriff's Office will have an increase in visible presence at both the schools and the bus stops tomorrow on Monday. And at this point in time, we're going to release the victim's name and age. The victim in this case is Layla Fowler, L-E-I-L-A. She was the 9-year-old resident of Valley Springs. I did have some limited communication with the family today, and they have, when I asked them if there was anything they'd like me to pass on to the press and the public, they asked me basically tell anybody that has any information about this case to please call in and call in immediately. With that, I will take about 5 questions.
Captain, is the brother already a suspect?
He is not a suspect at this time, but we are continuing to talk to him, which would be normal because he was the last person that shot.
Anyone in the family, strong or anyone else?
No, we have no suspects at this time.
Do you have any personal interest?
We do not.
The FBI involved?
The parents are staying with family, and I don't think they went there.
But where were they at?
They were nearby at a public event.
And again, the 12-year-old discovers his sister was slain.
He discovered her with severe injuries. He did not know that she was deceased at the time. That was not determined until she arrived at the hospital.
Is there any worry, concern of our kids going to school tomorrow?
We're going to do our best to show a visible presence at the school, and again at the bus stops. That's what our capabilities are at this point. Obviously, we'd like to have this case solved prior to tomorrow morning, but with the amount of evidence, the number of tips and leads we're receiving, we have plans in place so that if we're not able to solve this case, that we're able to protect the kids from the school as possible.
How did she die?
We're not disclosing that at this time because it's part of the investigation and we've done one.
Will an active search continue tonight?
That is our plan at this time. Again, we're still searching right now. That's our plan. Again, going to depend on follow-up interviews and the evidence collected from the
Is that a house, crawl space, attic, outbuilding?
Yes, it was last night, and a lot of very tall grass and some ravines.
And you've got 4 streets closed off?
Sorry. We are searching the Rancho Calaveras area near Hart Dixon, Griffin, Bartling. But the search has expanded beyond that, and we're following up on tips and leads. We have received some tips and leads from outside of the county, and we've requested other agencies to look into that.
How many law enforcement agencies do you have?
I don't have a total number.
How many people do you have actually doing the searching on the case?
I don't have a total number.
Just a guess?
I can go get that, and provide that.
Jim, you got dogs out there?
We've had dogs. We've had dogs from the outset. We've had at least 3 dogs, and we had a dog that ran a witness.
You said you're going to talk back with the witnesses before any other descriptions, and you have a better idea who this current person is.
The descriptions are still, there's some consistencies within the description and some inconsistencies.
Was the suspect a resident?
Basically, we're dealing with 3 separate descriptions. Excuse me one second, Joe. And there are some similarities to those, but right now we're not releasing any more because we don't want to feed anybody in the wrong direction. We don't know.
When you rendered photos?
We don't know that at this time. That's something that we're hoping to be able to determine in the coming days. Take one last question. We've received assistance from, bear with me, the City of Angels Camp Police Department, San Joaquin County Sheriff's Office, the Amador County Sheriff's Office, Tuolumne County Sheriff's Office, California Department of Justice, California Highway Patrol, and we have been in contact with the FBI, but at this point they are not directly involved in this.
Captain, finally, you said you have different people who saw this person. They know each other, they talk before they talk to you guys?
I'm not aware if they know one another, and as far as whether they talked before they spoke to us, we don't believe so on at least one incident or incident. I'm sorry, the best information I have is that she is 9 years old, but I can certainly try to clear that up a bit more. Okay, I don't have a date or time for a next release. We will likely release a paper press release this afternoon or early this evening. But as far as another press conference similar to this, that will likely not take place until tomorrow at an undetermined date and time. What's driving this is progress that we are making or not making, and I don't want to call a press conference for the sake of just calling a press conference. I'd like to be able to have something of substance to report. But again, this is a very active investigation. It's going in different ways. Please bear with us, and we'll try to provide you with timely and accurate information. Thank you all.
Thank you.